Hi everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. Saturday morning, just had a quick shower. I passed my physical yesterday for the transit guards and I'm feeling pretty good this morning. I had a couple of cans of cider as a celebration last night and I was feeling a little bit rough, but I'm feeling good now. So I've just had a shave. No, I haven't had a shave at all, just had a shower. So let's get stuck in. Soap for today is Chatillon Luxe and L&L Grooming collaboration, Catalan's Prairie. And the scent on this is just beautiful. It's like a sweet, it's almost got a honey sort of tone. It's quite floral, so I'm assuming it's a sort of fougere. I mean, I really don't know I couldn't tell you what the scent is, but it's nice, it's really nice. Scent strength out of the tub's a good 5, which I like. So I'm looking forward to getting stuck into that. That was sent very kindly from Oivy Chapel again. Who else? Right, the brush for today is the Mergress brush, which matches the Mergress razor that I'll be using. As you can see, the handle of this is pretty much the same as the knob on this. This is stainless steel, this knob. This is polished aluminium. Now when I got this out of the box yesterday, it was heavily scratched in the base. I have managed to polish most of it out. It's not 100%, but it looks better than it did. The brush, which I've had soaking, put a few lathers through it just to sort of try and get rid of the scent. There wasn't much scent from it. I did notice when I first dipped it in the water and left it to soak for 10 minutes, a lot of yellow came out of the, I don't know whether it's, I really don't know, but it was just bright, the water was bright yellow whenever I took the brush out. So, straight onto the soap. Now, L&L Grooming soaps are quite soft, as is this one. It's pretty much a crope consistency. The good thing with this brush is it's quite soft itself. There's not a lot of backbone in it. It is a densely packed silver tip, allegedly. It does look densely packed, but once you get it wet, you can really, it's quite backboneless. But I did do a couple of face lathers with it yesterday and they were great, so hopefully I can continue that today with this soap, which is brand new. It's never been used before. I've never used a Chatillon Luxe anything. Oh yeah, this scent's beautiful, really nice. Now, I haven't had the best of luck with L&L Grooming in the beginning, but I have used a few of the soaps now and they're excellent. They really are. The first one I used, I just didn't get a good lather from it. I really struggled with it and the residual slickness from memory wasn't great. So that's the brush loaded. It's a stubby sort of handle, there's not much of it, but the brush, the knot in the brush seems to hold the lather and release it from the tips. It doesn't let it sink all the way down into the knot, which is nice. Now because I'm just out of the shower, I'm doing a hot water shave. The brush was soaking hot water in the bowl, and let's see how we go. Now like I say, this is a 24mm WSP, or wet shaving products knot. And it's actually very nice face feel. It feels like it's been broken in already. And it hasn't, so it's only going to get softer, it's only going to get better. Now that's very thick, so let's paint some water in. The face feel on this is just incredible, so soft. I've just watched Kyle over at Brown Man Shaves. I watched his shave with the bow knot, and he got an excellent lather from it. So hopefully I can get an excellent one from this badger. Now I was very disappointed, I must say, when I received the package, and it's not Phil over at Bull Goose Shaving, it's not his fault. This brush I'm sure would have left the factory brand new without a mark on it, but the way it's packaged, I have emailed him back, so I'm hoping it listens to me, because he's going to be sending these brushes all over the world, I would imagine. But the brush is wrapped in like a tissue paper, which is fine, but the end of the brush here, the flat part, is actually exposed. So it's wrapped up like a toilet roll holder sort of idea. So it's exposed and it slides up and down inside the Mergress box itself, the actual presentation box. Now what that means is whenever it's getting chucked around by Australia Post and USPS or whoever's actually delivering it, it's hitting the bottom of the box. You see what I mean with this brush? It doesn't get to the bottom base of it. It's really, really good. And as you can see, the lather, it's building up lovely. So I sent him an email. He got back to me saying it's probably something that you can polish out, which it has polished out. What, mate? No, buddy. And I have polished it out, but I was a bit disappointed. That's not the point of it. It's a brand new brush. It's at over $100 American to have it shipped to you. So I was expecting perfection, as you should, and as is expected. My Mergress razor, when it got you, was outstandingly scratch free. Now I know stainless steel is a lot tougher than aluminium, but all this brush really needs in transit is a little bit more packaging inside. Look at the lather in the brush, it's just incredible. And the lather on my face is superb. It just needs a bit more packaging, a bit of foam, I even recommended even just maybe wrapping the actual handle itself in cling film or saran wrap, whatever you call it in America. But just wrap it so that even if it is hitting the box, it's not going to scratch it. And I know it's aluminium, I'm going to be putting it in my den on the bottom, on the base. It's going to get scratched up over time anyway, but it's nice to have something brand new in your hand that should be brand new. Right, Mergress razor, and I've got a brand new Persona Med Prep blade in there. I'm going to try this in all my DE blades, DE razors, just to see how it goes. It's lined up lovely, and I've got a day and a half's growth, so I'm going to start on setting 3. I don't want to push it, I want a nice comfortable smooth shave today, so smooth. Well, one thing's for sure, the lather's slick. Really enjoy these blades. Very sharp, very smooth. Well, that was an exceptional first pass. Soap's really nice, scent's lovely, performance is great. Residual slickness is really good. In fact, you can actually see the water there. You can see it's, look at the colour of it. That's after I've used it. I've lathered it up a few times, rinsed it off, lathered it, rinsed it, lathered it, rinsed it. There's still that yellow colour coming out of the hair. Right, ladder number 2. Lathers. The brush lathers excellently. Really impressed with it. That's great for a natural hair brush from me. And to say it's brand new, it's hardly been used really. Right, setting 3, I'm going to knock this down to setting 2. Setting 2 on this feels very similar to the Razorrock NJ90 in terms of actual efficiency. Super smooth. So yeah, the Transit Guard Physical wasn't hard. I mean, it was, for you guys out there that have done a beep test before, it was 7.1 on the beep test, which is not even a quick jog, it's an average pace jog. The women had to get 6.1, one of the women pulled out at 5.4, which was, I mean, you know, just stick it out. I mean, geez, it's like a fast walk at 5.4. She was a little bit older in age, but there's no real excuse for, unless you're super unfit, and she wasn't. I would have said she was in her mid-50s, but she looked pretty fit for her age, and she wasn't a like, heavy woman or anything, so I was very, very surprised. I'm just going to dip the tips and see what happens here. But she pulled out at 5.4. I had a heavy gentleman next to me who was really struggling, around about 6, with only one more level to go, and I said, come on mate, keep up with me, come on, keep up with me. And he was stoked when he got to the end of it and managed to finish it, but he was exhausted. He was a big guy. Typical Aussie, turned up with no shoes on, just in his bare feet. It's a very Aussie thing, that. That's super smooth, really is. The slickness, whoa, I mean, that's slick stuff, that. What a shave. Right, I'm going to go with a bit of Humphreys Violet or Lavender. I've got a little weeper just here. That's very close for me. Oh yeah, to see I haven't gone against the grain really. Anyway, it's very close. I would say it's better than a damn fine shave. Right, let's just clean this out. We can have a look at. And this soap's really protective, really slick. Quite a gloopy consistency, but plenty of water. You don't need to overload your brush with it. Just load your brush as you normally would, just with a good load, but nothing. You don't need to load it like you hate it with this stuff. Catalan Grooming, it's quite a soft soap, so you just find you would be wasting soap, really. Oh, it smells great though, real lovely floral scent. So I lost one hair during that full ladder. I lost about seven or eight during the test ladders and the initial sort of use of the brush, just to give it a bit of a run out. So not too bad really. And as you can see, it's a lovely knot. It's a little bit out of shape there. Really nice brush. Very soft. I can see that the tips are starting to gel already. They were gelling pretty much after the first use. It's got a tiny little weeper right there. Little shit. So the soap was L&L Grooming in Chatillon Luxe, Catalan's Prairie. I'm not sort of sure where this sort of originates. I mean, as far as I'm aware, Catalan, I don't know whether it's anywhere else, but Catalan's part of like Barcelona, the Catalonian people. They have their own language, they have their own sort of shit going on. They're sort of segregated from the rest of Spain, the Catalan people in Barcelona. So the scent of it is outstanding. It's really warming, sweet. It is floral, but it's not too floral. I'm not a big floral fan if I'm honest, but this is really nice. I'm really enjoying these fougere scents. I would say this is a fougere. Excellent soap. The brush performed really well. The Mergress 24mm silver tip from, well, the knots from WSP, the handle, I can't remember who it actually makes it for them, but you get these from Bull Goose Shaving. This one in particular and the 2-band finest are $85 American, and then whatever your shipping is on top of that. But it's a great brush, it's got a good bit of heft to it. It's 104 grams. I don't think price wise it's a lot of money for what you get, and if you've got a Mergress razor, you can't not have it, you have to have them together. They just look great together as a pair. Maybe let's see it more that sort of way. Excellent. What a setup. The razor today was superb with Mergress, and the blade in here, the Persona Med Prep, super smooth, super sharp. I mean, apart from that one weeper there, but that's close. I mean, I've got no, that's just smooth. I have got an ingrown hair here, right there, and I've got one right there, which they're not at the surface yet that I can get at them. Can't wait to get them out because the rest of my skin feels great at the moment. I don't know what these scars are, these marks are on my arm. Yeah, just an excellent shave. Finished off with Humphreys Lilac, which is the lavender scent, just to keep the floral theme going. I'm now going to finish off with a balm, post-shave salve, 2017 limited edition. This was also sent to me from Oive Chapel. Blackberry Blossom Bay, excuse me, from Chatillon Luxe. And this stuff, when I first got it, it separated, it looked horrible. It took me a bit of work actually. I had to do a little bit in the microwave and stir it, put it in the fridge, stir it, put it in the fridge, stir it, and it finally came back to what it's pretty much supposed to look like. And the scent on it, I just love this scent. It's like it's cologne-y, but it's peppery, spicy. It's got a bit of floral through it. It's just absolutely lovely. So I'm just gonna. It is a hard sort of balm, and I'm imagining that you're not really going to need a lot of it to get your stuff done. There we go. Oh yeah. Feels amazing. It smells even better. And I can imagine this scent lasting for a long time. Good longevity, I would imagine. Oh yeah. I mean, it is quite oily, so we'll see how it goes in terms of actual absorption. But that, guys, was a super shave. Really, really enjoyed it. Thank you very much for tuning in. Catch you guys in the next video, which will most likely be a dedication video this one round. And you guys stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Cheers.